Hey folks, I'm not in a particularly good mood this morning. You know, I mentioned about all that rioting and stuff overnight. The problem is it hit Whitehall, and as you can see, look what has happened to horseguards. Yeah, it was completely pulled apart. It's an absolute mess. Apparently it's going to take many months to get everything fixed and for it to reopen to the public, which is a problem. You know, those beautiful black gates have now been changed for these temporary, horrid, ghastly doors. I'm pretty sure that's not army graffiti either. Oh, wait, actually, sorry guys, sorry. I'm in the wrong place. You see, this is what happens when you have a late night, you get up late and you're like, damn it. Completely disorientated. Sorry guys, there's me thinking I'd already arrived, not paying attention at all. That wasn't horseguards. Horseguards is a tiny bit further up Whitehall. But apparently there is a surprise waiting for us, one that's even more interesting than the graffiti on the wall. I mean, you could say in some respects, folks, that was actually the writing on the wall. Now, it was only a few days ago that a certain YouTuber, news channel, can't remember the name of it, Neil something, was predicting, you know, the demise of horseguards. Oh my gosh, you know, it's a terrible thing, all these ghastly, frightful tourists, blah 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 blah, all this rubbish. I didn't really pay too much attention because one, it was complete load of rubbish, and two, it wasn't really entirely factually correct. So I always think to myself, if a journalist doesn't bother to fact check the story before they publish it, then they're doing their job properly, are they? Really? Hey, what's everyone taking pictures of? Oh, the Women of World War II Memorial, which is right behind me. I did wonder, that explains it. But talking about writing on the wall, for as long as anyone can remember, there have been signs hung at horseguards. Now, going back to this thing about, you know, research, it was just over a year ago that the original signs that have been there for many, many years were replaced with the "Don't touch the reins" signs. Okay, that happened last July, according to my Instagram history, because I took a picture of it and posted it. Then, of course, roughly, give or take, 11 days ago, last Monday to be precise, we had another variant of the sign: "Do not touch the horse." No idea what's going on in the middle here. A diplomatic something or other. All the cars have got D plates, diplomatic plates. Security guys, chauffeurs there waiting for whoever is in the cabinet office. Possibly, looking at them, maybe Pakistani delegation of some sort. Just a wild guess, I'm not close enough to know, nor do I feel like butting in. But yes, so roughly 10-11 days ago they replaced the signs and added the, you know, rather peculiar font, wrong font, with the word horse. So we went from "Do not touch the reins" to "Do not touch the horse" in the space of a year. Now today we've gone a step further, ladies and gents. Yes, we have, but it's something that is going to be controversial. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you all. I mean, it's absolutely packed here. Let's see if I can get us into a spot where it's crystal clear and you can all see. Oh, here we go. I spy a spot. Squat over. Squeezing in. What have we got on the left-hand side, ladies and gents? What is that? Yes, it's a lovely couple, but wait until they move and see what's behind them. I didn't pay these two to stand there, guys, and hide it, by the way. You'll have to wait and see. Notice the horse sign is still there. But underneath, they've used rather carefully a small piece of chain. And the reason they've used that small piece of chain, as you're about to discover, is as follows. Obviously, we had to get, you know, the tourists that want to stand there for half an hour, exactly covering what we want to see. Plus their granny having a meltdown in front of me. Are they going to move? There we are, the big reveal. Look at that. Okay. Right. Is that the hand of Zeus touching a godlike beast? Oh, wait. Again, we have to wait. because again, people decide to stand in front of it. I mean, today is not a guard change day. It's normally one of those days where things are really quiet, but clearly that is not the case today, which for a Thursday is particularly curious.
Hold on. Sorry.
So that, ladies and gents, is our new variation on the sign. I mean, the horse graphics are a curious one. It looks more like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, to be quite honest. In fact, hold on everybody, I've just realised that's not the real thing. What I think has happened is they're shooting the new Godzilla movie here at the end of the summer, and that is Don't Touch Godzilla, isn't it? That is a most curious sign, I must say. To be honest, I'm thinking to myself, I mean, wait, if you were looking at that, just arrived, when she moves, does it actually look like a horse or does it look like Godzilla or a dinosaur? It's like, don't touch the dinosaur. Oh, sorry guys, you've got a gooseberry right in front of us. Wait, is it? No, it's not a gooseberry.
And that looks like a pigeon. The hand looks like a pigeon.
It curiously does. It's like pigeons are not allowed to land on the horse. That's a good point, actually. Yep, no pigeons on the horse, folks. Okay, so this is variant number 3 in give or take the last 12, 13 months.
They've got an Indian frigate in the Thames.
Ah, I wondered if the bunch of guys over there were Pakistani. So the Indian delegation at the cabinet office, probably.
They're chauffeurs.
Yeah, chauffeurs, security guys, all D plates, all diplomatic plates in the middle.
No, they got an Indian frigate.
But it's got to be related, I think. Maybe some sort of PR exercise.
They're waiting for the PMs, aren't they? They're chauffeurs for the PMs.
So guys, do we think it's a dinosaur? Do we think it's a pigeon? I'm going to take other suggestions. So you think it looks like a pigeon? I mean, I thought it would look like Godzilla. To be honest.
Hopefully it does the trick anyway.
Oh, good lord. I mean, the problem is that people still actually need to use their common sense and look at it, no?
Yeah, well that's it. That's all it does. All it does is takes a bit of this down.
Yep.
Not many people have got that.
That, in fact, is the problem here, as we see every day, don't we?
Yes. Well, I thought you had never been able to allow touch a horse. They're working, so it's a working animal, isn't it? So
yep.
you don't go near it.
I like the way they've sort of recycled the chain behind the original signs to hold up a second sign behind the original sign. I think eventually, guys, we're going to have maybe 3 or 4 signs hanging all the way down to the wall. The one coming up next is going to be a "Don't touch the horse."
Don't touch the horse.
In Chinese or Chinese Mandarin. I'm sure. In other words, I'd be shocked if I'm not correct about this, but I'm sure that sign is another temporary stopgap measure between where we're at the moment and an actual official new sign with that graphic at the bottom incorporated. I'm sure all of it is going to be replaced because at the moment it looks a little bit sort of slapdash, doesn't it? It looks like a tourist printed it at home on their inkjet and hung it up. However, I actually think, if we're being serious for a moment, it's a smart decision. Let me explain why. Not because of what the sign itself represents, but because the key thing here is to test variables, okay? If variables are tested and all of a sudden something goes up and whole behaviour changes enormously, you know that is the correct variable and it needs to be implemented permanently. That is a great visual cue that's going to tell people, you know what? Don't touch the Tyrannosaurus, Godzilla, horse, doesn't matter what it is, it basically just says don't touch. Which I think is good. Ideally, if it was printed properly, I do think it should have a picture, a classic picture of a classic HCAV black, in full colour, with the red circle over it. That I think would work. Because a lot of people are not going to understand that means do not touch the horse. Yeah, it's too, it's not vague, but it's just a little bit too questionable. Plus it moves, look, she's touching and it's moving, it's jigging around. Let's hope it doesn't fall on the floor. We'll have a look at the other end because there'll be another one. But I mean, all in all, it's kind of exciting because, let's be frank, people, we were not expecting this. Anyway, this is not going to be kind of like a full bulletin, as it were, unless something super interesting happens. Today was actually going to be my day off, so thanks massively to the individual that sent me a WhatsApp saying, get yourself down. Something to say. Here it is. Even she's like, wow, look at the new sign. See, look, people going over, they're not actually really looking at it, are they? Let's be honest. On those busy days when there are so many people here, and people flood out the gates, there's not really enough time to actively take into consideration what is on the wall. People get carried away, excited, as in fact do I when I travel and it's something new. She's basically in the box. Troopers like, get the flipping hell away from my horse. Look, off she goes. That didn't take long, did it? I like this trooper, he doesn't have any nonsense. Very firm, very fair, very even-handed, and exceedingly professional. And the horse, sorry, and the horse as well. Sorry, horsey, and you as well. It is absolutely chocker again, which is curious. However, our favourite massive tour group has just turned up, and they are now on my left. Let's see how many of them want or don't want, ta-da, to touch the horse or anything else. We'll have a look in a second at the other end. Okay, here comes the stablewoman. She's going to open the doors. There's our gatesman. So a lot of familiar faces, actually. Same stablewoman that we had yesterday. Oh, tourist is presenting the new sign. Look, she's like, look, it's a new sign right there. Ta-da! Oh, I like this gatesman as well. Another no-nonsense trooper. He's like, I feel like avocado on my ride this morning. I'll hold the poached egg. Ta-da! Now at some point today, I'm guessing we might well see a V sign. Hasn't happened yet. Oh wait, it just did. How long till we get another one? I predict about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 3 and 3/5, 3 and 7/8. Okay, it's not going to happen. I got it wrong. Everyone behind the bottle. Oh, get ready for the first person of the day to get in trouble. Here we go. Oh, so not listening.
Do you want to stand over there and get a picture? Yeah, she's not going near the horse. Stand here. You don't need to be scared. Go and stand over there. No, it's a funny enough. I can't get you in the shot. Don't need to be scared.
The horse is coming out, guys. Regrettably not au monde. You speak English?
Yes.
What does that look like to you, this sign on the wall, like with the red thing? What would you think that is, that sign at the bottom? It's new, it went up this morning.
That's the horse.
Is it like a horse or a dinosaur? What do you think?
God.
Oh, goodness. Oh, people edging closer. I think his officer's in the yard, so he's not going to tell them not to get close. What we need to do actually, guys, is take a side-on image of the horse's head and sort of overlay it with the dinosaur, see how closely they match. Don't touch the Stegosaurus. mixed up a little bit actually. The lady trooper was at the far end. This fella, boxman we're looking at now, was at the other end yesterday. I can't see yet if it's the same boxman that was with this chap yesterday at the other end. I don't think it is instinctively. I'll look in a minute. I'll have a peek at the other end. This video was more intended as a sort of an amuse-bouche, folks, to today's main event, but we'll see how it goes. It might have to be more, depending on how popular it is and what you guys think of the new signs. I'm kind of on the wall, to be fair. Anyway, let's have a look at the other end. Get ourselves out and around, because hopefully, shortly, the crowd will start to disperse somewhat. It's massive. It's a really large number of people here. Look, completely filled up the entire front. Okay, luckily we've got the same fellow as yesterday at this end. Yeah, it's the same trooper. Okay, so here we are at the other end. Same thing here. Don't touch the stegosaurus. Horses may kick or bite, except at night when they're not juicy. Sorry, go ahead. Okay, so here we are back at the front, folks. That was lucky, wasn't there? Chap was right there and just decided to leave at a very opportune moment. That's our first exceptionally clear, actually so clear I should probably take a picture. Unobscured. Actually, let me take a quick picture of it before anyone gets up there. Got it. Bingo. And at 3 zoom, so it's crystal clear. Okay, so new sign variant 3. I'm going to pop that on the Instagram now. Actually, it'll probably be one of the first images to show up on Insta of this lovely new sign. These horses heading through. Can't quite see actually which two they were. A little bit too late. So I'll be silent for a moment, guys, while I try and upload this video and type it properly.
No.
Let's call it new sign version 3. Or in fact, new sign V2 to be fair.
Just run.
Just wait lang po. Okay, are you ready na? Okay. Okay, doon sa katapi.
Right, that's done. Let's focus on what we're seeing in front of us. The trooper and his glorious steed. We just see actually whether. Hey,
Films you quite a lot, aren't you?
I'm a guy that films here quite a lot.
Yes. Was that Armand that just went in?
No, unless in fact I was missing him when I first arrived. I've only been here for 18 minutes, so I didn't think instinctively, but it could have been. Did it look like a fist, a clenched fist on the top of the blaze?
I have to look at my photo, but I thought.
I mean, it could well have been, but I didn't see. I wasn't looking close enough. I was kind of paying attention on the new sign.
I was going to ask about that because it was before it was "Don't Touch the Reins," wasn't it?
It was last July they hung up "Don't Touch the Reins." Last Monday they swapped reins for horse. Yeah, and now they've hung this thing underneath. Now, is it me or does that look like Godzilla or a dinosaur?
Yes.
Doesn't it?
It does.
And the problem is, if that doesn't really look like a horse, people will say, hold on a second, it said don't touch the dinosaur, but it doesn't say anything about, unless they actually read the board where it says don't touch the horse.
Yeah. They don't read the board anyway, do they?
That's half the
From
problem.
your videos that I've seen.
Yeah.
They don't.
So many of the people never pay attention. And to be fair, when it's this busy, if you're dragging kids or luggage or a pushchair or a pram, you haven't got the time to be, I'm not trying to defend people's misbehaviour, as it were, but sometimes you can get it, that it's chaos here. So not everyone's got time to even notice that there is a sign. If you come through here as well, stand next to the horse, you're not going to see it, are you?
That's true.
So what do you think about having a sign on each side of each box, 4 signs total? It would help the people that just come through the gate, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah,
thankfully,
yeah,
all anyway.
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, boss.
No, you're right. It would.
Now, hopefully, the MOD will find some extra money from somewhere. Maybe take it away from the Ukraine budget. Yep. I think take £274.50 from the Ukraine budget, folks, and have 2 more signs drawn up. That's the solution. I mean, I guess it's a good start, but hopefully that's only temporary. It's a bit kind of ad hoc and messy, no, that sign.
Yeah. You're making online stars of some of these guys, aren't you?
Some of the troopers are exceedingly popular. The most famous and popular is now retired, he's left the army. But yeah, some of the guys are well known. Why? Because, I mean, come on, they're good-looking young men who are very modest, serving their country.
Those boots are
Sorry, chap, you're right. It's okay, thank you.
Those boots look really uncomfortable.
I mean, to be honest, if they're standing inside and then walking out, at least they get to stretch their legs, but the boots are very, very heavy. No padding at all. So, sitting with them in the stirrups for an hour, I'm sure by the time they dismount, there's probably not a lot of circulation still going on.
And it's the one that have come out best that get to stay on the horses.
Yes, yeah. The 2 best presented troopers are given boxman duties at the front. To be honest, I mean, I think if, say you and I were called in to comment on the appearance of 4 troopers, I don't think we'd be able to find a single difference. Not because we don't know what we're looking for, but because it's so utterly tiny as to be almost irrelevant. But they've got to find a difference, otherwise they're all going to fight about who gets the horse. To be honest. It's rare to see a sort of a slightly dishevelled trooper. I mean, it has happened. Occasionally they've turned up with like something missing on the kit, or the bit is off, but it's quickly corrected. I've noticed, for example, he's forgotten his medal today. Coronation medal's missing. I just noticed, see the 2 black marks up on his sash?
Yes.
That's where he would have ordinarily fixed his medal. So maybe again a bit of a rush, forgot to pop the medal on. I'm pretty sure he had it on yesterday, so yeah. He's got his medal on, the chap in this box. Yeah, so again, so it's not actually officially, I don't think, an oversight, because it's not part of the uniform, but I think he'd probably prefer to wear it. I mean, he earned it, so why not?
Absolutely.
Which part of Scotland are you from?
I live in Aberdeen. I come from the west coast, but yeah.
But not today. Not.
No, not today. No. I've just been here a few days.
Yeah. First time you've actually seen this in person, or you've been down here before?
Years ago, I came down.
How does it seem, like the atmosphere, the number of people, to the last time that you saw this?
Last time I saw it was really empty.
Exactly,
Because we walked
yeah.
right through and we didn't even realise where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of mad, isn't it, how popular it is now? Because, yes, in part it's because of the attention on social media, but then again, is it a bad thing? I mean, if people are enjoying it, and this massive crowd of people are going to tell their friends who might well decide to make a trip to London and spend money. Incidentally, a lot of people I talk to, especially American tourists, go to Scotland while they're here as well. So many of them travel up to see, for example, Fort William, up into the Highlands, Inverness. Lots of money for the Scottish economy and for the London economy. Who is losing out by this being popular? No one, pretty much. Definite economic benefits, as well as the obvious historical and royal connections, folks. Corporal of Horse is here, and they're closing up the gates. Oh, we've got a lockdown. Well. I was not expecting that. What's going on? Let's go and have a look. Nice to meet you. Thank you for talking to me. Appreciate that. Bye. Bye. Actually, folks, let's not walk in front of all the tourists. That's what being considerate of me. Wait, a second. I don't know what's happened or why they've closed it, but it looks like it's a permanent closure for the day. VIPs, this would explain, I think, why we've got that situation just outside the Cabinet Office with all of those vehicles. I will try, if I can spot somebody to ask, and find out what's going on and why it's closed, but it's exactly 1 minute to noon. And noticing that there is a civil servant who's just turned up, looking resplendent in his suit, talking to the police. And the brooms are out, folks, while the yard is being swept. VIPs incoming. It'd be great to know which VIPs from which country, but definite VIPs incoming. MOD guy jogging through. But that's it for today, look. Looks, oh, hold on a second, we've got some other guys coming out, it looks like a cleaning team. The last time we saw this little cleaning team, folks, notice the gloves and stuff, was when Karen was renditioned. It's the same thing, guys, they renditioned Karen to that camp in Gambia. Gosh, that means that there's been a seriously disrespectful tourist or visitor here today. Because they don't ordinarily take out the renditioning team. Look, see that thing? Classic ploy. They always take out a large bin to hide the body every time. Look. Yep, renditioning team are just going to have a little look along the perimeter. Meanwhile, they're preparing the bin. I wonder if the body's going to come out rolled up in a carpet, folks. What do we think? I think it's likely. Wait. Hold on. I'm pretty sure the corporal of horse won't want to get his hands dirty with this. That's why you have subordinates. Well, I mean, we were not expecting that, were we? And it's going to definitely be somebody super important because we've got 3 troopers sweeping up the leaves. 2 in the corner. In fact, we've got 4 and 2 more here. Look. 1, 2. Can't believe they're dropping leaves on top of the body. I guess though that's a good way to hide it. It looks like we've also got a mix, in fact, judging by the berets. We've got a lifeguard there and 2 blues and royals, I think. 3 blues and royals. Gosh, I haven't seen that much sweeping up, folks, since, well, I mean, since my late grandmother's wedding in the Cotswolds. Extraordinary. I mean, really extraordinary. Look at this. Golly, we were not expecting that, were we? No, we weren't. Anyway, folks, my task by highlighting the new... In fact, there are 5 troopers out cleaning up. Look, signs are being moved. The no cycling sign is being moved all the way, heaved out of sight. Maybe it's an international cycling team that are coming, and that's why they don't want to offend them with the no cycling sign, because that would be a bit counterproductive, wouldn't it? Oh, the other sign's being moved as well. Look at this. It's all going on in the yard right now. Extraordinary. Isn't it? I mean, really extraordinary. Who is the VIP, people? This is the question. Now, annoying enough, the officers are too far inside the gate to ask. They would tell us, I'm sure, at least which nationality the delegation are from, but I think we're going to have to wait and see that on tomorrow's news. Why? We're clearly not going to see it today, are we? Anyway, folks, that is enough fun for today, or for the moment today, I should say. Squeeze ourselves through and finish up our lovely video. It was a brief one, but hey, it was supposed to be my day off, and more importantly, we got what we came for. Which is going to be our closing shot when Mr. Potato Head moves out the way in a second. Mr. Potato Head, come on, please. Oh, there it is. We could just about sort of sneaky a peeky at the signage. Just about. Closely, folks. Closely. 1 second. If I can actually get through the crowd, which is going to be easier said than done, I think. Look at the number of people out here. Wait, here we are. We're through. These last few lovely, smiley, happy, elated, in fact, tourists. Oh. She's presenting this as though it's her horse back home. She's like, look, I came to the UK and bought a horse. Okay. In fact, guys, what I really need to do is try and find some Japanese tourists and ask them if they think that the sign is a good likeness for Godzilla or whether or not it isn't. I think one of the Japanese tourists might say, no, that's Gojira. That's not Godzilla. It's another friendly monster. Anyway, yep, that very, very quick closing of the gates. Almost instant shutdown. Now they're still busy sweeping up. Look. See, troopers sweeping up every single bit of dirt. Every leaf is getting removed. In fact, 1 second, guys. I spot somebody that I know who might be able to tell us who it is. Let me get out of here, because it's crazy busy anyway. Oh my good lord. It's actually like I just landed in Beijing. It's completely chocker blocker waka. Let me see. Oh god, if even the gate's packed. I don't think there's much chance of getting any insight here. 1 second. I'll try. I will try my very best. Even though I think it's exceedingly unlikely, I'm going to get you an unequivocal answer. 1 second, people. Sorry, excuse me. Can I just ask which country the VIPs are from? No idea. Oh no, that's why it's pointing that way. Get it? Okay, that's an interesting question actually. Police are saying we don't know, but then you might have heard the officer was saying, another officer in the background, the senior officer, was saying if we tell you, then we need to tell the others. It's a fair point and it's a security risk. I mean, I don't think it's a security risk to know which nationality are coming along. However, the officer is the professional, not I, so we will defer to his better judgment. Folks, the main thing is that there are VIPs coming, and I mean, if the photographer was saying that the delegation is actually Indian, I assume that it might have been Pakistani. That would explain it. Those of you that are wiser than I can see the 226 and 227 designations at the beginning of the diplomatic plates. Now, the reason that's interesting is that you can look it up. It'll tell us which country. But I thought of a better way to find out who it is. That's let's hear if the press corps are up here. I'll ask them, they'll tell me. 1 second. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's just me being a stickler for thoroughness. 1 second. Here we are, got a couple of press corps guys. Let's find out who's in the cabinet office. At least that way we'll know the nationality of the visitors that are coming to horseguards. Let's find out. Hey guys, which country do you know the delegation from? Indians or Pakistanis? Not sure. Because they've just shut all of horseguards down for some VIPs that are about to turn up. Horseguards, they've just shut the gates and they're sweeping all up the yard and stuff. So some very, very big wigs are about to land at horseguards.
Okay.
Obviously related to this lot.
Right.
Somebody mentioned Indian. I thought the plates were Pakistani plates.
Who knows?
Anyone big gone in or out this morning yet?
No, it's been very quiet.
Really quiet, yeah? Oh. Really keeping it hush-hush for some reason. Yep, thanks guys. Okay, so they don't know either. This is really curious. I mean, they said it's been quiet today. It'll be published on the official Army social media tomorrow anyway, guys. So if we all care fundamentally who it is, and it probably isn't that relevant. I mean, we had a bigwig here the other day from Norway. There's a bigwig here every other week. Oh, police being convoyed around. 1 minute. But that, folks, is what we were hoping for. The new sign. That's the reason I got myself out of bed and out onto the street to capture all of that for y'all. The fact we end up getting that little shutdown is, again, mind-boggling. I mean, the fortuity of the timing is extraordinary. It's getting a bit scary, folks. At this rate, I'm going to end up predicting my own death on on one of my videos. Anyway, that's me out of here, folks. I'll be back real soon, y'all. Bye for now, people.